preview, as on Saturday we're back to Premier League action for the international break, as we face Luton in a rare 3 o'clock kickoff at Old Trafford. But before we go balls deep into the preview, did you know that chewing gum in Singapore is banned? Now I want to go back to what happened in last night's action, as we threw it away, as we lost 4-3 to Copenhagen in their own backyard. It was going so well, it was going swimmingly. We were 2-0 up, we were in cruise control. Copenhagen played a false 9, they couldn't get anywhere near us, and we were safe as houses. Then the stupidity from Rashford kicked in, and it's not an opinion, it's a fact, it cost us that game. There was no need for him to make that disgraceful tackle. That could have destroyed that player's leg. And in Europe, that is a red card in every single minute of every single day. Nobody can tell me with a straight face that that wasn't a red card. And if you do think that, you have a lack of knowledge about football and a lack of knowledge about the game of football. And I think Rashford did that deliberately. He orchestrated that in the changing rooms before the game kicked off. It was actually what Juan Mata did years ago when he got himself stupidly sent off against West Brom. It was a carbon copy of that. And Rashford should know better. If he had the brain, he'd be dangerous. He was brain dead. He's an experienced player, and you'd expect him not to do what he did. And he's supposed to be, supposed to have played loads of games. So why he did what he did was utter madness. I don't know what he was thinking. And he was laughing and joking as well when the referee brandished the red card. He was grinning like a Cheshire cat, like a cat that got the cream. He's an absolute disgrace. And he had to apologise on social media afterwards. So if it wasn't a red card, in your eyes, far top Reds, then why did Rashford come out and apologise on social media? Because Ten Hag told him to do that. And it cost us the game. And it's cost us our Champions League life as well. Because it's now, our qualification is now hanging by a thread. We're rock bottom of the group, same as Newcastle in their group, rock bottom. And it's unacceptable. And I don't see us winning in Turkey. I just don't. And I don't see us beating Bayern Munich. We basically got to win 2 games. But we're not going to do that. So I think, as far as I'm concerned, we're out of the competition. And that's on Rashford. I would dock his wages. Because he shouldn't be given a week's wages after what he did. Disgraceful. Cost us big time. And I think, I think Europa League's we're going to get there. So it's got to be rock bottom of the, they'll qualify. And if you look at Ten Hag's record in Europe, it isn't very good. And I would sack Ten Hag. He shouldn't be in the job. Because he hasn't got the, he's not worthy of being associated as a Man United manager. He doesn't have the look of him at one. And he struggles in Europe, and he struggled again yesterday. So, yeah, it's all falling apart at the seams. McTominay was absolutely fantastic. And then Rashford did what he did, and it was complete after that. So the team I'm going to pick to face Luton. In goal, Onana. We've got to stop this obsession of playing Pascal Seagon with hair. He is not Manchester United standard. He is not Man United quality. So enough of putting him in the starting 11. He should have rotted in reserves, like I said a couple of months ago. Why is he still at this club? I'll tell you why he's still at this club. Because Ten Hag wanted him to stay, basically. Because he keeps rimming him, metaphorically speaking that is, in public by all the statements he comes out with, the stupid statements. And Ten Hag's he's doing everything he possibly can and is humanly possible to get himself to sack with the stupid things that he comes out with. He would make it as a journalist, because most of the dribble that comes out of his gob is made up. His quizzical look on the touchline standing on the touchline like a spare part at a wedding. The guy's a disgrace. He really is. So right back, Wan-Bissaka, left back Reguilon, centre backs Lindelof and Varane. Midfield three of McTominay. Obviously, goes without saying as far as I'm concerned. I'll go for Amrabat and then Mount up front. I'm going to drop Rashford, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Up front, it's got to be. I think Martial deserves a run out. I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop Hoyland as well, by the way. I think Martial should get a chance. See what you can do, because it's against Luton, so it's fair game. So on one side, Palestri is the team I want to see, obviously. On the other side, Bruno Fernandes. And then through the middle, it's going to be Anthony. So that's the team. I would shuffle the pack, I would run the changes. Because Martial's not going to go in international duty, so I might as well play it now. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory. If we don't win by 3-0 or by more, that's catastrophic. And I think Tanner should be sacked if we don't get 3 or more goals against Luton. Without them scoring, of course. Which leads you well on to Luton. Now, their only Premier League win thus far came away from home, incidentally, against Everton, a 2-1 win. They drew 2-2 with Forest as well. They come from 2-0 down. They drew previously, last weekend, against the Dirty Scouse Bastards across the swamp, across the pond. 1-1. Chon getting his first, I think that's his first Premier League goal ever for Luton. Obviously they've got Mengi as well. But they haven't got that competitive edge. And I think they're going to get less points than Derby County. You know, Derby County still hold the record of the most lowest points registered. So I think Luton will come under that bracket. They're not going to get many points. I don't see it. I don't think they're a good team either. They've got a middle of the road. You know, he's basically a supply teacher, really. You know, Rob Edwards. He's not a good manager at all. You know what I mean? You know, he's very naive in his tactics. His team are very naive on the way they play, and we should beat them with ease. It shouldn't be difficult for us to rack up 3 goals. So I'm very confident that we can do that at the weekend. So that's my team, and hopefully we win the game before the international break takes place. Because if we don't win this game, then Tanag will be staring down the barrel and he'll be sacked on Monday morning.